Hi, my name is Cameron, and I'm sorry that I have been gone for 2 months. First thing I want to say is thank you for over 1,000 subscribers. I haven't posted anything for 2 months, but still I ended up gaining like 400 subscribers by not doing anything, and I'm glad that many people are interested in me even when I'm not doing anything, so thank you for subscribing and thank you for being patient with me. I spent a month living with my boyfriend by accident. I didn't mean to stay there for a month, but I just ended up staying there. And then I spent a week or so with my mother and my father, and then I came back to New York at the end of January, and I've just been really depressed ever since then. I decided to put on my makeup today and get my ass into gear. I dyed my hair because I was bored, and I wanted it all to be this like green color, but I fucked up bleaching it on this side because I'm just fucking reckless when I bleach my hair. It wasn't as light as this side was, so I just made this side a dark purple and this side a dark green. And it wasn't what I was going for, but I guess it's what it fucking is right now. And I've also really been into 25 millimeter lashes. What the fuck? Like before, I wasn't even really into lashes for like years, but these just really do it. I asked people like probably 3 or so weeks ago now to give me Q&A questions because I wanted to do a Q&A because I finally hit 1,000 subscribers because that's what everybody does. How am I doing? Could be better. How did you start to dress for yourself and not for other people? I have a great need to be special, so if I look a lot different from everybody around me, it makes me feel good about myself. Will you ever make more poetry vids like putting razor blades on my face? Yes, I was literally thinking about that 2 days ago or so, and I want to make another one, but I have to write another poem. Will you marry me? I'm not ready for that yet. Do you watch Drag Race UK? No, but I probably should, and to be honest, I don't really keep up with any of the drag races. I did watch Dragula for 2 seasons, and I've watched a few seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race, but I never like kept up with it, and I know that's like really like not valid for me to say, but I should probably watch them more because I know they're entertaining. I just like, I don't know, I get depressed and I don't want to keep up with things. How is your cat doing? Well, I have several cats in my life. Casper is my white cat who lives with my mother and my father, and he's doing fine. He is my little baby boy, love him. There's a black cat that lives with me in my apartment who doesn't belong to me, and his name is Binks, and he is also another light in my life. I got a few questions asking me what my favorite book or book series is, and I unfortunately have to inform you that I do not have the attention span to read books like I used to, and I'm trying to get that back because I do want to be a fully fledged functioning Virgo by the end of the year, but I'm not doing so hot because I don't have a fucking attention span. I don't know if I have ADHD. I don't want to self-diagnose because I have the resources to actually get diagnosed for it, so I guess I should just get my ass up and go to the doctor about it. I just wanted to apologize in advance. I don't have good answers for those because I have not read a book that changed my life since I was 13. What I will say to that question is I like the book Let the Right One In, and that's my favorite movie too, because it is about a little transgender vampire kid, and it really hit me when I was 13. What is your favorite fictional character? Ellie from Let the Right One In. This person asked, is there an artist you favor? They gave Patti Smith as an example of one of their favorites, so I'm assuming a musical artist. That is the answer I'm going to give you right now. Fuck, let me open my Spotify. So I'm gonna read you my top artists that are singular people on my recently played on Spotify. Arca, Daniel Johnston, Enjoy, which is Wyatt Shears of The Garden, and Elliott Smith. Since you've talked about Divorce Lawyers, I Shaved My Head. I'm listening to it all the time, and even though I really like the songs, I can't understand the meaning of any of them. Well, I don't understand all of them either, but I know most of them are written entirely in metaphors for penises and vaginas. Like, for example, Bird's Nest is about ovaries and the reproductive system in which babies are formed, a vagina and things like that, and they're talking, I want to assume, about a transgender man who has not had bottom surgery, and they're referring to their reproductive system as a bird's nest, and they're saying, get these bird's nests out of me. That's what that song means to me, but that's just one of them. But basically, you want to think of the entire album as metaphors for dick and pee, and not being happy with your dick and pee. Hey, hope you're doing okay. I'm happy about your comeback. Thank you. I'm bored and isolated. Same. Want to know more about how to feel safe and sexy in this pandemic time? Get yourself some 25mm lashes. Put them on, turn on some mood lighting, and just vibe. What's your favorite quote from a TV show / movie / book? Everything was beautiful and nothing hurt. From that Kurt Vonnegut Slaughterhouse-Five. I really like that quote. If you had the opportunity to be immortal, would you take it? Only if I didn't have to work. Do you ever wish you were raised differently? Yes, literally every single day of my life. I'm like, if I wasn't such a shy, insecure child, maybe I would have more social skills. Who do you admire the most in the world? And honest to God, I thought about this question for a long time, and I don't want to sound like an edgelord right now, but I cannot think of anybody who I admire. What did your past relationships teach you? Cisgender people don't ever understand transgender people, but they will try their best to, but they will never fully understand you, and that's just something that you have to accept if you're going to date cisgender people. There's a part of you that they will never truly fully understand, and that's just in my case. I'm not really the one to go to for relationship advice because I haven't been in that many relationships in my life anyways, and I also haven't really had, I don't know, that much experience with like romantic relationships or sexual relationships. Like, I have funny stories, but I don't really have advice. Wondering if you have any advice on coming out specifically to older family members. I talked about being trans-masked with my mom and she was supportive in that moment, but as soon as the conversation ended, she immediately went back to misgendering me. It was kind of annoying that first time, but after a month of being out, her not using my proper pronouns feels a bit shite. So any tips on how to handle that sort of thing would be much appreciated. I wish I had better advice for this because this is something that I also struggled with. This person in particular's views are a lot different from mine, but they are very close to me family-wise, and I never really had any success with getting them to like respect me in that way, so I'm not the best person to ask about this. I hope your mother comes around to respecting and accepting you, but I unfortunately have no tips for this. I've honestly just learned to live with it because I don't want to argue with this person anymore about it, because I have tried to get them to call me by a certain set of pronouns or respect me as a person, but it just has time and time again proven not to work, so I kind of just ignore it now, which is not the answer that I want to give you, but that is what I did. And I hope it doesn't end up that way for you. I hope that your mother can come around to accepting you and respecting you. Okay, this one says favorite artists / songs. I'm going to my on repeat Spotify playlist. There's this Mexican new wave band that I found on TikTok that I've been listening to, and their name is Size. I hope I'm saying that right and it's not like Cize. Have a Nice Life, very depressing band, but they're from Connecticut. Depeche Mode, New Order, Nicki Minaj, Azalea Banks, The Garden, Nick Drake, Steely Dan, Michael Jackson, Bjork, Arca, MGMT, Tame Impala, The Cure, Neutral Milk Hotel, Daniel Johnston, Declan McKenna, Car Seat Headrest, The Strokes, and Death Grips. Unironically, I do love Death Grips. I love Tachyon by Death Grips. I love Ex-Military by Death Grips. One of my favorite albums of all time. What's your favorite animal? Raccoons. What are some of your experiences with gender dysphoria? I'm very dysphoric about how my face is shaped, and I'm very insecure about how my face looks like angular from the side, but head on it looks very round and very feminine. Any interesting stories about exes or dating problems? I have a lot, but I don't know if I could say them all in this video, and I also don't even know if the time is right. It has been many years since these things have happened, but still I'm afraid that the people that are involved in these stories might get mad at me and try to kill me. What shows have you watched recently? Honestly, The Sopranos. Favorite color? Like a light green. Probably I would never wear it, but I love it. Favorite food? I never know how to answer this question, but I really do like pierogies. And I love any combination of banana and chocolate. Those banana and chocolate are just like made for each other. And I also really like pineapples. I like sweet things. Have you drunk water today? Yes, I have, and I think honestly I drink almost too much water because I feel like I'm the only person in this house that uses the bathroom as frequently as I do, because I be peeing. Do you drink your coffee iced? It depends. I usually get a black cold brew because I am really hardcore and I don't take any shit. During the winter months, I usually just like make my coffee at home. And I make it in a French press and I make it hot, and I'll put creamer in it because I don't really like hot black coffee. I only like it when it's cold. So why am I going on about this? And that's all I have for those questions. And if you have any more questions, I will try to answer them in the comments, but also let me know like what you want to see from me. Again, I apologize for being gone for so long. I've just been very depressed and I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get in a more stable headspace so I can, you know, continue to make videos on a regular basis. I have a lot of ideas for things that I want to do, videos I want to make, art I want to make. There's a lot of shit going on in my mind any given hour of the day, and it's kind of nerve-wracking, but I'm trying to actually stop thinking about it and actually do these things. It's very hard to do that though when you're mentally ill. With that being said, I love you and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching and thank you for believing in me and thank you for being patient. I appreciate all of you. Goodbye. I will see you in a week. Bye.